We specifically and personally mourn the loss of those who perished in the Chabad house in Mumbai, India. Dr. Isenberg is with us today, by the grace of God. Last Shabbat, he was in Mumbai with the Holtzbergs. Dr. Isenberg.
On Shabbat, Parshat Chayesara, fate, or the will of God, placed me in Bombay. I conduct international research projects to prevent blindness in children through many, many countries of the world, and in many countries I've had the hospitality of Chabad. In India, where there are more than 100,000 blind children, I have centers in 3 different cities conducting research to prevent such blindness. But I flew to Bombay on Friday, a week ago Friday, to have a proper Shabbat, since there are no Jews in any of the 3 cities where I'm conducting my research in India. I had previously communicated with Rabbi Holtzberg, with the help of Rabbi Yossi Hecht of the South Bay Chabad. Rabbi Hecht is here somewhere, I know. Rabbi Holtzberg invited me by email to stay with him in the Chabad house. He was very hospitable. I declined since I was already booked at the Taj Mahal Hotel. I've stayed there previously because of its proximity to the main synagogue in Bombay. We met in Knesset Eliyahu, the large Edot HaMizrach synagogue in Bombay, where parenthetically my in-laws were married, for Mincha on Friday afternoon. I was immediately impressed with his energy. He energetically greeted old friends and strangers alike. He led the synagogue in a lively rendition of Lecha Dodi at Kabbalat Shabbat prayers. He then pulled all the men into a lively circle to dance to the same tune. Later, as I walked to the Chabad house for Kiddush, now Kiddush in Chabad code is really a full dinner. His energy level was obvious as he and a friend walked at a much faster pace than I and my companion, Professor Yossi Klein from Bar Ilan University. Fortunately, I was able to recognize his large black hat, a block or more in front of us, hovering over the crowded streets, crowded only as you can find in India. At the Chabad house, Rabbi Holtzberg energetically engaged his 25 guests. There were 2 American girls in their 20s who were there for 6 months performing community service with the Jewish community of India. There's a woman from Mexico, a diamond merchant from Belgium, 20 Israelis, and me. A B'nai Israel family from Dimona and Ashdod were reliving their family history in Bombay and elsewhere. Many of these people were staying in the lodging area of the Chabad house. The rabbi led us in song, forced us to introduce ourselves, spoke in Hebrew and English on the importance of performing mitzvot. Rivka regally served a lovely meal with joy. She fed and she played with her 2-year-old son Moshe with love. On Shabbat morning, back in the synagogue, Rabbi Holtzberg read the Torah with his lyrical and strong voice. As the only Kohen there, and no Levi present, I had 2 aliyot. I now wish that when I performed Nesiat Kapayim, performed the Duchening, which in Edot HaMizrach synagogues they do every Shabbat, I had focused more on the word V'yishmerecha. His drasha, which was delivered Shabbat morning in the synagogue, revealed what a Talmid Chacham he was. He began by relating the various halachot dealing with the obligations one has toward his pets and his animals. He contrasted these obligations when performed on Shabbat and when performed on weekdays. He then related these laws to the Parsha, citing the order in which Rivka gave water and food to Eliezer and the camels. Here was a brilliant and dedicated rabbi detailing how we should be humane to animals, only to be massacred by human animals 4 days later. I will never forget the Holtzbergs. May their family achieve a degree of comfort, although it will be difficult to achieve. May the murderers receive the punishment due to them. Hashem Yikum Damam. Thank you.